I thought this was interesting because there's been so much buzz around the office about the Apple Watch.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the listeners wanted to know, and we'll just go down the row, I guess, what would be a feature that would turn the Apple Watch from to must-have for you?
I mean, that's kind of the thing, is that I don't think anybody knows at
Yeah.
this point.
That's the great thing about, these products that really take off is they show you something that you didn't know you wanted. And I don't know what I want from this thing. I need something to sort of, cast a spell on me.
But do you think that Apple is actually going to be able to do that this time with this
I don't know.
piece of hardware? Because I just don't feel that sense of this actually could start a sea change.
Yeah, I mean, so there is one area that I would love to see personal computing devices solve, and maybe this is the future of wearables, is health monitoring systems, right? The iWatch can monitor your heart rate, which is interesting. But what I really want is a wearable that can tell me, dude, you're about to get sick. Take some more vitamin C or whatever it is. Like, I want something.
Oh, they can actually measure the changes in your body temperature,
right,
and maybe moisture.
Sure. It seems totally reasonable to me that you could have a device that could learn your body well, as well as a doctor might, with the sort of measurements or the sort of monitoring that you don't have time for. I'm not in a doctor's office all the time. In fact, I go to a doctor once every 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, about.
Oh, I guess it's different being a woman. You're supposed to kind of go in every
Sure.
year to get certain parts checked out.
Yeah,
So.
when I get old, I'll be at the doctor all the time.
Yeah, I hear after the age of 40 for men, the exams get a little less comfortable.
Probably. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's also not a laugh at people's pain. It's just
Sure.
That's just
No. But I mean, that kind of stuff, I feel like can happen with some device that's monitoring your health, right? You could theoretically, I can imagine. I mean, I'm saying theoretically based on absolutely no knowledge of what it takes to do this, but it would be great to have some sort of wearable device, whether it's on your wrist or implanted in your skin, that tells you you're developing cancer, or
Jeez.
just something.
That's stark.
But sure,
is there a
that's
device capable of that yet?
I bet there is. I mean, dogs can smell cancer, which is weird, but
Just get a dog.
Yeah.
but if that's the kind of stuff that if you catch that before it becomes a problem, and I feel like computers can do that for us, that'll be huge. It's going to revolutionize healthcare.
Yeah.
And I feel like Apple Watch is not there now. It's not anywhere close
No,
to
not
that.
for the health stuff that you're talking about.
But I feel like something like that can be served, or can serve that purpose.
Honestly, though, for what you're proposing, I feel like that's actually less of a wearable thing and more of something like some kind of implant.
Yeah.
Kind of related to a lot of the nanotechnology stuff that I've heard that's been happening in the medical field, where they're using nanorobots and stuff
Yep.
like that to try to navigate the body.
Yep.
Because I feel like I don't want to rule anything out, obviously, because in 20 years, who knows? Maybe we do have tech that can basically just measure stuff from your skin.
Sure.
But right now, the technology is really unreliable. When I wear this Moto 360, it can't even read my heartbeat at all. Not even accurately.
It's supposed to.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
But I think my wrist is just too small for it. So it doesn't work.
Right.
Right? So I feel like if anything's going to actually read actual internal body temperature changes, or I don't know, rise in white cell count or something like that,
Right.
you would need some kind of implant to actually measure that kind of stuff.
Right, and I wonder if the sensors that they're starting to bake in these watches will be sort of a gateway to that, right? People will get used to seeing the health data about themselves. They're going to recognize that it's surface level. It's only going to measure my heart rate, or maybe the temperature of my skin, or maybe even measure your sweat or something like that. That seems pretty feasible. And so people might get used to that, what that data enables them to do with their own health. It might be then making them more open to an implant. Because right now, an implant, that's a pretty invasive procedure. That sounds pretty scary. If I don't immediately know the benefits of an implant, I might just say, no thanks.
Mm. It's like getting microchipped.
Sure. In case I get lost.
Yeah. That'll be a side benefit, right? When I'm 80 and I potentially have dementia and I don't know where my house is, my kid or my caregiver can be like, oh, there she is.
Yep. Or you're just getting your self-driving car, and it'll be like, or someone else's self-driving car, and be like, no, go over here.
Oh, man. It's gonna be weird to see what the world's like when I'm 80.
Yeah.